Happy New Year, Geminis, and welcome to Sunshine Intuitive Readings. For those of you who are rejoining, thank you for all of your support during 2016 and as we move forward into 2017. And for those of you who are just joining, thank you for tuning in and I hope you enjoy. I do have to apologize to all of you for my tardiness in getting these videos out this month. The holiday season took over and all of the comings and goings made it a little bit difficult to get the readings out on time. So I do apologize and thank you for tuning in. I'll also let you know that I do plan to have the year ahead readings up in the next couple of days or at the very latest by the end of next week. So we'll take a peek at that as well. So let's see, Gemini, the cards are just popping out of here. Let's see what January 2017 has in store for all of you. I'm going to put these two cards to the side because I want it to come out for a reason. Some people put them back in. I like to keep them out. I feel like they wanted to talk to us. Okay, so let's try to we got a lot of cards here. Okay, Geminis. What do we have going on for January 2017? The first card that we have here is in the position of fire, which is your creative forces, your will, your ambition, the things that get you going, I like to say, that get your juices flowing. And in this position, you have the Hermit card in reverse. The Hermit card in an upright position really speaks to taking time to pause, to reflect, to give thought to recent events or events in general, and to kind of think about where you want to go. In a reverse position, I see this card as a card of action. So you are definitely, I feel that the time for you to have been giving thought and thinking things through, it is gone. It is behind you. And this is the month where you're ready to take the world by its horns and move forward. So whatever it is that you are doing, you're doing it with a gusto. And you're also, because the Hermit is here, you're doing it with wisdom. So you're not moving forward just willy-nilly. You're moving forward with guidance and with clarity that you have already given thought to, which is fabulous. Now, the next card here speaks to air, which would be your current strategies, your thoughts concerning your goals, basically what's on your mind. Now here you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in an upright position speaks to, the beginnings and endings of cycles. So you've seen something come to an end, you're looking at the beginning of something new. In a reverse position, I feel like you're almost wondering, where exactly are you in that cycle? I feel like you're almost wondering, am I seeing the beginning of the end or the ending of the beginning? Or am I just in the middle? I see you giving a lot of thought to, where exactly am I in the cycle I am in? There might be a little bit more clarity as the reading progresses to that question. Now, in this position here, which represents water and your emotions, you have the Queen of Swords here, which is an individual who is really not an emotional type of person. Somebody who is extremely to the point, has a vision, sees things very black and white, if you will. So here's the way forward. Here's how we go forward without, with the least amount of interruption, with the least amount of obstacles. Here's how you get it done efficiently. So I feel that you are feeling this month, Gemini, that you are very all business, no nonsense. You want to get things done. So I'm really getting that message loud and clear from you, Gemini, that you are just in that go get 'em attitude and you're feeling quite fulfilled with that feeling that you have. Now, in this position here, which speaks to earth, and this can be material things that help you cope with your everyday life. Now, by material things, I don't necessarily mean money. It can sometimes mean money, but it can also mean the people in your life, the situations in your life, the things surrounding you that affect your everyday life. Here you have the Six of Swords in reverse. Now the Six of Swords in an upright position speaks to new journeys, leaving something behind and embarking upon a new journey. In the reverse position, I see that you are almost, you're not starting a new journey, but you're almost giving a rebirth to the journey you are on, which could potentially be why you're thinking about this. Potentially, you want to end the cycle you're on on a stronger note. So the action and the plans that you're putting into place this month are to really give strength to the journey that you are already on. In this position here, which speaks to what drives you in new directions, you have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Now the Ace of Cups in an upright position speaks to this is interesting. I'll share this with you in a minute. The Ace of Cups in an upright position speaks to new love, new feelings of love, new partnerships coming through. In a reversed position, it could be like you have been experiencing almost like a stagnation of that warmth in your life. So it could be that, you know, for some of you, and this will resonate with each one of you differently because it's a general reading. But for some of you, you may have been single for a long time, which is prompting you to take different actions. For some of you, the relationship that you're in hasn't, you know, had that fresh kickstart, so to speak. For some of you, this could be speaking to the emotional fulfillment that you find through other things in your life that you're quite passionate about, that you feel has been a bit stagnant. There's been no rebirth or growth to that particular area of your life, and you've identified that and you've recognized that. You've given thought to that and how you want to address it, and you're now, during the month of January, starting to put those plans into place to really give that area of your life that kickstart to bring it forward on a stronger note. Now, in this position here, which speaks to what helps you maintain that balanced and healthy lifestyle, and this is interesting, this is the Four of Swords in reverse. Now the Four of Swords in an upright position speaks to stillness, to pause, to reflect. In a reverse position, again, Gemini, you are going for the gusto this month. You're not holding back. My only guidance to you on this would be not to burn yourself out. Sometimes we get so excited to get things rolling and to move forward and to charge ahead that we sometimes burn out quite quickly because we've gone so fast with so much energy that we've exhausted all of our energy, and we burn out and we end up actually getting less done in the same amount of time. So just pace yourself this month, Gemini, would be my advice to you. Now, this position here represents what potentially needs to go in order for you to move forward. Now, you have here the Five of Wands in reverse. The Five of Wands in an upright position is about teamwork, working together to build things. In a reverse position, I see that potentially you may have been trying to do a lot of things on your own in the past. So you may have been trying to take on everything coming your way by yourself. And I think you're starting to see that you have a lot of support around you, you have a lot of resources around you, and that mindset of, I'm going to do it all by myself, I'm not going to ask anybody for help, is going or needs to go. And you realize that you will get more done with more people, and potentially it might also open new doors for that emotional fulfillment, because the more that you allow in, the more people that you will meet, and through people you meet people, and so on and so on. So that may actually, by allowing other people to assist you, actually open new doors for you. Now, in this position here, oh, that card is slippery. In this position here, this speaks to what the universe is guiding you towards for your greater fulfillment. Here you have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Now, the Eight of Swords in an upright position speaks to somebody who's feeling trapped, somebody who doesn't necessarily see everything. In a reverse position, I feel like the universe is saying, this is your time to fly, Gemini. This is your time to let go and fly and really be free. The universe sees that potentially you may have been burdened by trying to do it all by yourself. and that the passion may have been lost in something that you were trying to obtain. The universe is sending you clear signals, which is why I think that you feel such gusto this month, that now is the time to move forward. You're not trapped anymore. If you felt trapped, that will be leaving you this month, which is wonderful. The next card here, and it's interesting, represents what the universe's reaction is to your current state of being. Now, in an upright position, the Five of Pentacles really speaks to individuals who are down and out. They have no food, no shelter, no clothes. The clothes are pretty worn out and tattered that they're wearing. In a reverse position, I feel that the universe is saying, you know, enough of this feeling of lack, right? I feel that you may have potentially been feeling that lack in your life, like something was missing. The universe is saying, no more of this. You are not going to feel trapped anymore, my dear Gemini. We are giving you the tools and the foresight to move forward with that gusto and to charge ahead and to find that passion back in your life and back in those areas that you really want it to be in. Now, the last card, which is interesting because it could be the first card, is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords in an upright position speaks about making decisions and not entirely knowing the best decision to make because potentially all the facts might not be at your disposal. In a reverse position, you are very confident in the direction that you are moving, and the universe is saying, yeah, you're moving in the right direction. So whatever these changes are that you've recently made or that you are about to make during the month of January, the universe is giving you the all clear that you are on the right path to achieve your higher fulfillment. The one thing that popped out earlier as I was going through this spread, and people ask me sometimes, you know, why do you use reversals? And this is actually a very good reason why, because the cards tell a different story when they're in an upright or a reverse position. The only card in this spread that is in an upright position is the Queen of Swords, which is quite interesting because this card, if you recall, speaks to an individual being very clear about the way they are going, very clear, very precision orientated, and because that card is in the position of water, it's feeling very fulfilled with that vision. So Gemini, I feel that you are on the right track this month. That is an additional message to me that you are on the right track this month to follow those paths that you're on. Now, while I was shuffling the deck, there was two cards that popped out here. One was the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the Ten of Pentacles in an upright position speaks to the most, the abundance of money. You can also see that there's people meeting under the threshold of a doorway. There's multi-generations there. There's animals. There's children. This is the most. It's the abundance of money, of emotional fulfillment and abundance. In a reverse position, I get that potentially you may not have been feeling that way, and that's what you're coming off of, which again, this card speaks to. Potentially you may have been feeling like that. And that's what's kind of pushing you and prompting you to take charge and to take the lead in your life as you move forward. The next card that popped out was the Two of Wands, which, as you can see here, you've got an individual holding the world in the palm of his hands, and he's looking out over the horizon. What do I want to do next? Where do I want to go? So this is you. You're really looking at all of your options of how to improve your life. And I feel that it's not just for one particular facet of your life. I feel that it is, you're looking at your life holistically and saying what can improve each area, which is fabulous, and you're acting on it. My only guidance, as I said earlier, was to pace yourself. Now, I always like to pull two additional cards in my readings to give us a little bit of additional insight into the reading. Here you have the Justice card in reverse. Now, the Justice in an upright position speaks to potential legal situations happening or formalities of documents. So, you know, signing a loan, signing a mortgage, things like that. In a reverse position, though, I see that potentially you may be looking at some areas of your life, for some of you, where if you continue to go the way you have been, may have put you into some hot water, so to speak, as far as the legal situation is concerned. And you are taking steps this month in that particular area of your life to reduce the chances of you getting into that hot water, or to sidestep it completely. So I feel that you're really addressing things. You're not ignoring things this month. You're really, with eyes wide open, looking at your full life for the reality that it is presenting to you, and you're addressing it head on for the better. Now, the next card here that I pulled was the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, and this is kind of interesting, speaks to things coming in, usually new things. Now, where it's a pentacle, this is usually something that has been in the works for a while, or you've been thinking about for a while. So it's going to come in this month, and it could also speak to the fact that you have been thinking about this for some time. January is the month of the action for you, but it's quite clear that you have already given your thought to how you want to make this work for you. How do you want to, strengthen your life, either holistically or certain facets of your life. So this month, Gemini, looks like a bang-up month for you. My only caution to you would be to pace yourself and not to burn yourself out. But it looks very exciting, and it looks like not only will you be building on existing things within your life, and again, where this is general, this could be relationships, this could be work, this could be health, it could be a variety of things. But not only will you be building and strengthening those things in your life, it also looks like you're going to be welcoming some new additional things into your life that will bring you some positive rewards and fulfillment. So Gemini, looks like a great start to 2017. Like I said earlier, don't forget to tune into your year ahead reading. It might give you a little bit more insight as to where the full year is going to take you. And until I see you next time, keep your head up, keep smiling, and enjoy the sunshine. Take care.